Welcome to the 𝗙𝗶𝗶-𝗶𝗶, the Dad Podcast. Episode 15.
We're doing episode
16.
still.
15.
I thought it was 16.
15. I'm on it now. 14 was Dad.
I thought your dad was.
All right.
Episode 12.
15. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. We need your help
Yeah.
Why?
because we don't know what we're doing.
Okay. I don't know.
All right. You know?
No.
All right.
In our mission statement, we're dads talking to dads to learn to be better dads.
Right?
And laugh at the same time.
Oh, that's
It's good stuff.
That's right.
That's
Because if you can't...
Bam. Mark it.
We're not
Episode
dads,
15.
Dad.
Bye-bye.
All right. This week we are here with my father-in-law, Papa Joe
Papa Joe's a good name.
Transalito, who shares some geological ties with you up in New Jersey.
Yeah, he's close to the greatest sports franchise America has ever produced.
The Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Sorry. Oh, you meant the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't follow football, so that doesn't matter to me. We don't have much to cheer for in New York.
Greatest baseball franchise ever.
Greatest sports franchise.
You could be right on that. I
27
won't argue.
championships is hard to argue.
That's pretty good.
For America.
Yeah, no, that's pretty
Yeah.
solid.
I don't follow, I'm an American. I don't care about the
Yeah,
rest
what
of
are
the world.
the
We'll go with it.
what are the aren't the Packers have the most Super Bowls and they got what 13 total?
Really?
I'm not sure.
Was it Super Bowls or championships? Because that goes back to NFL championships too, not just Super Bowls.
There was a pre-Super Bowl NFL championship?
Hell yes, there was.
Yeah, there was a.
I mean, the Browns have a handful of those, so that's how you know times have changed. And they suck ass.
Yeah, I get that joke.
No, but today there's been a lot go on this week.
All right.
A lot to think about as dads. A lot to think about as just humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with human decency as of late, that has been something that's been really, really heavy on my heart. And I'm excited to talk about it. I'm like saddened to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've had my heart and my brain tested this week more than I can probably say ever. And I mean that. I mean, I had a good childhood, so I didn't have like a traumatic situations happening before, but this week has been exponentially daunting compared to anything else that I've gone through. And I'm ready to talk about it, but it's going to be
Parenting's
tough.
hard enough, but when
Yeah.
you get outside forces, things going on in the world that
Yeah.
affect you,
Yeah.
it makes it even daunting. Daunting's a good word.
Yeah. So we're going to try and keep it light. As much as we can. We don't want to stray too far from who we are. I mean, I don't like to see the dark and the negative in everything. I like to try to find some sort of way to coexist with it because it's just the evil's just here.
I'm
You
even
have to
close to
coexist.
uncomfortable to talk about it, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. You know, it's just, I'm open to it. I just feel like I hate inviting negative energy in public spaces, and there's going to be reels from this. There's going to be clips from this. There's going to be just dumbasses who say things.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna like,
but they do that on any of our reels.
They
anyway.
really do.
There's dumbasses everywhere
and I'll
for
preface
every
it,
subject.
I'll preface it before we even get
true.
started.
Yeah.
Like, none of this is intended to be political. None of this is intended to be hateful. This is like my concerns that I'm going to voice in this episode are my true feelings as a dad.
Yeah.
With my kids growing up, how the world is right now. So
This
I wanna-
preface is
yeah.
really just stomping all over my this week in dadding.
it's all right.
It's much more lighthearted than the preface we start with.
I know. Me and Tom have talked about this from the beginning. We never want to be the hot topic. We never want to be
At
the
all.
political. That's not our MO. Our mission statement is dads talking to dads to become better dads.
Yeah.
And that's what this
And
is
laugh at the
about.
same time.
And laugh at the same time.
It's part of that statement. You know?
It's just tough to have this conversation. So,
I mean, it's serious what happened.
yeah.
But should we start with This Week in Dadding?
We need to start with This Week in Dadding
Okay.
for sure. So,
All right.
This Week in Dadding, what happened with you, Tom? Because I always fail to kick it back to Tom, so we're just going to start
Constantly.
with it.
Yes,
Then I can
every-
avoid that.
I've noticed that about you, Jake.
So we'll do this. That way it makes sense chronologically.
I got into a heated argument with a 3-year-old to wipe her ass.
Nice.
So, and she's really good at,
Pushing your buttons.
negotiating. She just repeats, I want to.
Isn't it amazing how quick they can negotiate even at that age?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I got to try this when I'm putting offers in and somebody's countering it. I just want
Offer to wipe their ass?
No, I want to.
Oh.
I want that. I want.
Oh, that too.
Just keep saying I want. Just repeat it. Over and over and over
I mean,
again,
maybe
no
it'll
matter what is
stick.
said to me.
Just wear them down?
I mean, yeah, but I had to fight with her because she wants to do it, and she just gets shit everywhere every time she does it, and she's just not good at it either.
I would imagine not.
Yeah, so then she'll sit on like the rug in the bathroom, so then we got to wash that rug.
Yeah.
So
It's fun, ain't it?
There's nothing worse than trying to wash the poopy or vomity like rug too, because all you do is just poison everything else that's
Yeah.
in there, and
I
then
can
you feel
handle
like you feel like the next round of clothes that goes in there is just forever tainted.
yeah, vomit and snot I can't handle. I'll puke everywhere. I can handle shit. She sneezed yesterday. I took yesterday off. She sneezed, and it was like Garbage Pail Kids, like, and she's on the couch. I'm in my kitchen. And I just put my head down below the counter and like rip her paper towel. I'm trying to hold it out to my wife. And I'm just like shaking it. And when I finally lift my head, my wife went in the other room and got a wipe and was already cleaning her off. And I'm just like, I couldn't even look up at it. It was right here. About as soon as I saw it. It was close, yeah. Yeah, I'm not feeling good even talking about it. So there's that. And then she's starting to get aggressive about daddy needs to leave mommy alone. It's my mommy. My mommy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Harp does that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that my daddy? No, not my daddy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I hug my wife and she's like, no. Like she's getting mad. So.
She'll get past it. She'll
Jojo
get
used
past
to
that.
get in between me and Sam, and she would say, no touching.
Thank you for pointing her out before I went to my next joke, because that would have been very bad.
Yeah, Jojo's in the room with us right now.
Yeah, earmuffs. Yeah, did we accidentally lead on the mic on the monitor once? So, but that's This Week in Dadding. I'm fighting toddlers to wipe their ass and defending hugging my own wife.
It's an adventure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, raising kids. But I envy you guys that you still get to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to miss it one day, I promise you. You're going to miss it one day.
I miss it when I'm at work.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, no, there's no, it's not lost on me how lucky I am right now.
Good.
So, yeah.
What about you? What happened this week?
Oh, man, this week in Daddy? Oh, man, it's always an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 4 kids. I don't know if everybody knows that or
I
not.
don't think
but
they do.
You have more hair than I would expect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. No offense.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Most people I know
why
with
would
4
I be
kids.
offended to that?
Yeah.
Dude, you doing that Terminator thing when he did that? I was listening to the podcast because I was driving on the interstate today.
And you could hear the screaming
in that
underneath?
Part, I was like, oh, I got to see if he. And you actually did it.
It wasn't
The
perfect.
Terminator. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that my timing was gonna match it.
Oh,
so
dude,
well.
it was beautiful.
But-
I called Tom directly and I was like, dude, you realize that your explanation of that scene lined up perfectly as the scene was going on?
I was such a fan of Schwarzenegger growing up. I was a kid who used to write him fan mail. I wrote him fan mail 4 times.
Schwartz of what?
Schwarzenegger.
Schwartz of what?
Schwarzenegger. I know what you're trying to do. All right. Yeah. Which I do. When I give my daughter a bath, I always do my Schwarzenegger impression. But I read like the shampoo to her. I can't get into it right now.
No, you got to try it now.
No, I can't remember what's on the shampoo. It's like,
gel douche.
penetrate the curls. We're going to condition.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. This is what I do to her. But anyway, I was such a fan of his. I saw that movie 7 times in the theater. I wrote him fan mail.
Really?
It took 4 times of the same stamped autographed postcard for me to think, I don't think he's sending these back to me.
Probably not. He spelled his last name is slightly different.
I was 10 when it came out, or 11.
There's no E.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So,
I was just going through my mind when it came out.
Yeah. 92.
I think the original one was like 80.
89.
86.
I thought the original one was 89 or 88.
No.
86, and they waited that long
86.
in between?
It definitely came out when I was still living in
86
Jersey.
or 84.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Cameron found it,
Yeah.
and that's why it's popular.
Jamie, look that up.
Yeah. When
up?
did the first Terminator come out? Should we X my phone? And
No.
Get you on a loop while you're driving?
No.
Okay.
Anyways, so you have 4 kids, and we love to derail conversations, so continue.
Yeah. So this week was, just navigating through, being a parent, because you never stop, even with grown kids.
How old are they? What are your ages?
Their ages.
Yeah.
You're going to put me on the spot. Joe, how old are you? 38?
36.
36.
Then we're all 2 years apart.
From that, once I get Joe's age, without doing the math in my head, because I can go 88 and count the years.
Was he the first?
But he's here, so I'm just going to ask him. He was the first.
All right.
So then it's easy. They're 2 years apart. 36,
And then you kept trying till you got it
34,
right?
32. And then Mia is
36,
14. Right? She turned 14 this
You got a
year?
teenager?
She just had a birthday pretty recently, too, didn't she?
In August, yes.
August, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that was the biggest part of this week. Is
It wasn't that recent.
she's been having some issues with
You've been busy.
her menstrual cycle, which is something I never want to talk about
Well,
with my daughter.
Right.
That's
yeah,
what
but
mom's for.
let's get her real for social media. What's her full name?
Her full name is Mia Grace.
Grace?
Grace.
Grace. Oh.
Yeah.
Italian, Greece. Yes.
91, by the way. Terminator 2.
91
91. So I was 10.
or Terminator 2?
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
First Terminator
Original
was what?
Terminator.
80.
Hold
When the
First Terminator was 84.
Am I muted, Jake?
No.
84, I'm
Says
going to
me.
say, because it was 7 years apart.
There's only 3 mics going.
Yeah. That's
Joe.
that's its own thing.
It definitely came out.
84. 84 is 7 years apart.
Dude, I never knew that those were spaced out that far.
Yeah.
That's when
But-
they did proper sequels. It wasn't like the Call of Duty series where they released the same shit every year.
And
Sorry,
it-
Judge.
The timeline doesn't work with the years in the movies to when they came out either. I forget what they are, but I'm like, that's not 7 years apart. Because John Connor's like 13. That's why.
Yep.
So a movie comes out 7 years later and the kid's 13 years old. Or older.
James Cameron did one, and he made it amazing, and then everyone tried to copy it and make 3 more, and no one could ever
James
keep
Cameron
up
did
with-
2.
Did one?
He did 2.
Who did the second one?
James Cameron.
No.
Yes.
I
Jesus
was gonna
Christ,
say,
yes.
no way, dude. No way that wasn't James
Terminator 2
Cameron.
was the best one, too.
Yeah, he did the second one. That's it.
No, he did the first one as well.
Nope.
Who did the first one, Joe?
I'll look it up.
What is that Family Guy part?
Joe, I
no,
want you to know
Kevin
that
Bacon
I'm
is
kinda
definitely
leaning-
not in Footloose.
I'm leaning towards Tom right now.
He did the first Terminator.
he's such a
Would you
big
look at
fan.
that?
No, Kevin Bacon is not in Footloose.
We've already confirmed it.
Nope.
No, absolutely not.
Dude, I watched Terminator 2 like last month.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Me and Tom were talking too that what an underrated, like, probably top 5 villain of all time is the T-1000. You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Like, you just almost forget
Hey,
about
Joe,
it.
did you get an answer to that yet?
So good.
I just this was just on my mind.
Oh, is Google not working for some reason right now?
No, I'm on actually IMDb.
Dude,
What?
he's on IMDb.
Yeah.
And the director is
I don't care.
James Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
It's confirmed.
James Cameron.
Well, from now on, it's
Look
confirmed
at me!
when Tom
Can
says
we
it.
get like a cheering round of applause?
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tom-
Baby, if
Tom
you want
got the
to,
win.
you just got to
That
find a
wasn't
way to
very much
squeeze
a
back
round of
here.
applause, but I
Get
give you
through
one.
here.
Well, he'll put the effects in later.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean. I wasn't trying to get
Okay,
everyone to
so-
clap for me. Yes, but thank you.
So that one was before my
Baby,
time and a little bit
step
more
over.
boring to me. And I thought
God.
James Cameron found it and was like, I'm going to remake this and made 2.
No, he made a sequel, and he made the villain the good guy in the sequel, which was a huge flip that no one expected.
Yes.
'Cause I remember when it came out. Yeah. Yep.
So good.
And now instead of Kyle Reese saying "Come with me if you want to live," Terminator saying "Come with me if you want to live."
Yeah, changed it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you gave me that second yes, I was like, damn it, I think you might be right. You had some confidence.
It's all right.
I mean, I was obsessed with Schwarzenegger growing up.
Yeah.
I had all the VHSs. Did you ever see Raw Deal when he was in a mobster in the
Did
he
not
was
like that
undercover?
movie.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's
Awful.
so bad. It's funny. His drunk wife throws a cake at him. He's like, "You should not drink and bake."
yeah. The one-liners are awful.
I mean, but sometimes those are the best movies. dude.
It's. I mean,
the
it's.
ones that are
Sometimes.
so bad
Not
that
that
they're
one.
great.
But I mean,
That's
Yeah, sometimes, but not
it's
that one.
hysterical, but
Yeah.
it's not a comedy.
no,
Yeah. So I'm sorry. We haven't even gotten through your kids yet.
no. So, anyways,
Jingle all the way.
I mean, I loved
Jingle
it.
All the Way.
I kind of
is
loved
amazing.
it.
Great movie.
I really did like
That
it.
one's
yeah.
low.
Rodney King.
I only saw it once, but it was surprisingly
Dude,
good.
Jingle All the Way is a like closeted favorite of mine. Like
It's good.
It's like back there, and then you
Sinbad?
like remember that it exists, and then you're just
James
like,
Cameron.
holy dude,
Most
Sinbad
expensive movie
is
made when it was made.
epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinbad is that's one of the funniest like roles I've seen. Like you got Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber is like top tier for me as far as comedy.
Oh my
and
god, I
like
saw that in theaters.
Tommy Boy, Chris Farley, that sort of thing, and Sinbad in Jingle All the Way is pretty dang close in
I gotta
those
see it
because
again.
he's so funny.
He's funny.
but
One of our favorite movies.
it's
for
so
sure.
good. That's
Yeah.
a prancer, fix it, comic, Cupid, Blitzen. All right,
Oh man, that was good.
That's very good. I need that as a ringtone.
So has anything gone on this week with Mia or with any of the kids that you've kind of been like navigating? You know, you're
Yeah,
far.
Mia had a trip to the emergency room because something to do with a menstrual cycle, and she gets cramps really bad. She vomits. She has all kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I hope she doesn't hate me for revealing this to the world, but it's what happened in my life as a dad this week.
Yeah.
By the next day, she's usually fine, and she was this time.
Yeah.
And it all worked out great, but we want to stop it from happening next month.
Right.
So we're working on that right now.
And that's one of those things too. I mean, if anybody else is going through that like has found out things to help, that would be a nice little tidbit of info.
Sure. Yeah. We'll take all the advice we can get as dads, especially, you know.
What do you do about your cycle?
Mine, I just chug Dr. Pepper. It's got doctor on it, so obviously it's FDA approved, and we're good to go.
And then the
I don't
other
know how I haven't thought of that before.
the other thing with Daddy was what you're going through, Jake, with Sam.
Yeah.
And navigating through that, seeing pictures of Harpy, just heartbreaking to
Yeah.
see her.
Granddaddy.
Just a picture of her is just it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that's all working out. We're good now, right?
Yeah.
Real quick story. My beautiful Jojo, let me see you. You got better looking since last time I saw you. How do you do it every time? Every time I see you, she
I
gets
do
better
this
looking.
to my wife.
You do?
I did this since we were dating. That's
call
so
her
funny.
JoJo?
I call her JoJo. She hates it.
Does she think of him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but I would. That's so funny though. That's something I would look at her and be like, wait a minute.
So, this is my beautiful granddaughter, Johanna, who we call JoJo, who was named after her grandfather, Joe. Did you know that?
But you're
course.
twice as good, JoJo.
That's right. Twice as nice, too. So, my daughter, Samantha, was named after my dad, Sam.
Yes.
So, Sam thought it was a good idea to name my granddaughter
That is a good idea.
Joe. I thought that was awesome.
I named my daughter Ralph.
And she didn't she didn't tell me she was going to do it either. It was such a surprise when she told me that she named her Johanna.
When I found out,
I still love it.
I thought she named her after Joe, and I was like,
I mean,
Rude.
That's the conspiracy. We won't get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I tried to preach Ron to Sam about Harper's name, but that didn't stick very long. So
Yeah.
it's kind of strange. So we moved on. I said it was
She did-
2023. I mean,
She didn't want to go with Ron?
no, I mean, identity is a state of mind. So I mean, she might become Ron. You know.
Nah.
Oh,
We're dancing around.
We're
though.
dancing.
We're dancing on the hot button.
All right, we're gonna
we're gonna stop
yeah.
that conspiracy.
Hey, you see that? Now we're
That's
good.
a Blitzen.
Yeah.
Nixon.
That's a Prince of Big comment. Now we've moved back on.
Nixon.
Anyways, all right. So I wanted to go last because
Buzzkill.
yeah, I'm finna be a buzzkill for sure. So I've had probably one of the worst weeks that I've had being a dad so far. We took Harper in to go get what we thought was pretty much going to be like a routine outpatient surgery to get. She had a little blip of a dermoid cyst right here. But we had noticed when she was younger that she had a little something on this side. But we haven't seen it for like over a year. So I mean it pretty much just like
Yeah.
I mean I guess you could say retracted, but
Yeah.
it it was still there the whole time. And
Can I ask questions as you go? Mm-hmm. Like, what is a ethmoid cyst?
A dermoid cyst.
Dermoid cyst. Okay.
So a dermoid cyst is just a buildup of skin cells, and they kind of, I mean, they described it to us as inside of a little sac is like cottage cheese, and it can be infectious if it breaks. I mean, that's what it is. But if it breaks open, it can become infectious. But dermoid cysts typically are like harden over time, so they're not really like threatening, and they're usually just like right on the surface, and they're easy to take out. And it's something that usually happens with kids. I mean, it's not doesn't usually, but it's more common in kids than you think. Even around there.
So walking into this was a routine cavity fill type feeling.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, we thought we were going to be there for an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. So 2 weeks prior to that, I don't even know if it was 2 weeks, we went down and we just said, we just had a feeling. And we said, can you like look at the right side? And so they did an ultrasound of it. And Harpy was a freaking trooper through all this. She sat still, got through the ultrasound, and said thank you.
Wow.
To the lady.
That's hard to
Sat
get.
Still
through an ultrasound.
3-year-old.
3-year-old. 2-year-old.
2-year-old.
Sorry. He was led me there. I know how old she is.
Call me 7.
3.5 minutes.
How old are
She
you?
calls me 8,
8 years old.
but she always calls me 7.
I thought you were at least 10.
Jake, 3.5 minutes till 25.
Okay. So anyways, so we went and we got the ultrasound of that, and it looked like maybe something was under there, and we didn't know what it was. And they said, I mean, we don't know, but there's no harm in she's already going to be under. We'll just take a look. And lo and behold, they opened it up, and there was a cyst that was kind of from the outside, and it was eating its way inwards. So ordinarily a cyst grows outwards. You start to see it more and more. That's why you could see the one right here kind of sticking off her eye. It was like a little pea. And this other one decided to take the opposite course of the usual course and start eating its way inward.
So you went in there thinking, she's going to be in an operation for how long?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. And then
she was under
you told me about this. There was a time, like you were looking at the board, did you say?
Yeah, it was the worst, man.
So to explain that, like, because you explained it to me on the phone, so there was a board of when people went in and it was explaining the stage of their operation. You want to walk through that for us?
Yeah, so when we got there, we got there early, so we thought that they were, going to get her back early. We were going to be done earlier. We could get her home. We could get her, resting up. It was a simple outpatient procedure. And like 2.5 hours went by and we didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there watching that board. I mean, the board's there to like let you know what's going on so you're not,
bothering
questions.
Them. Really, yeah.
That too. But we were one of the first people in there, and it tells you, it shows up purple and it says complete when they're done. Out of OR, in recovery.
And what was her status?
Her status was in OR almost immediately. I honestly have to go back to watching your child get put under is the worst feeling that I've ever had in my life. And she was sitting like under my arm, and I had to watch like her eyes go back and her fade out, and me and my wife broke. And I don't want anybody to have to feel like surgery is scary, and no matter how routine it seems. And even at that time, we're still thinking it's routine, and we're broken. So imagine how we felt when it's 2.5 hours in, and that in OR is just not going away. And we hit the 3-hour mark in OR, hasn't gone away. And so we're like, dude, we're scared.
At that point, did you start trying to talk to people and ask what's going on?
Absolutely. And of course, of all the times, the lady that's there, that's supposed to be our information, she's done for the day because it's taken so long. So now we have nobody. It's just us sitting there, and we're just twiddling our thumbs, and we don't know what's going on. And finally, the doctor comes out, and she's like, hey, I just wanted to let you guys know it's taking a little longer because we got inside there. And we had to call a neurosurgeon. And we both kind of froze, and we're like, what do you mean you had to call a neurosurgeon? And so she said, well, we wanted someone to come and take a second look at this because it looks like there's something that could be mushrooming and going inwards, And it's only the second time I've ever seen it in my career. And we're just like...
Yeah, you described it as like a root almost to me.
Yeah, I mean, it like the best I can describe it is like a fungus. So it started to get these little legs and these little vines that were trying to climb up further and find a new place to start boring a hole in her skull pretty much. And so we had to deal with that. And then, you know, they said we don't feel comfortable taking it out without doing a CT and an MRI. So it goes from we drive down there thinking we're going to be there for an hour and a half. We sit there for 3 hours plus. We get to go back and see her after the fact, knowing that we have to then take her home, take care of her for one night, turn right around, take her back there she can get a CT scan that you have to now get her to sit still for of the place that you just opened up, and you're going to be, you know, she's not going to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes home. And I think it took like 8 minutes for them to do that. So they drive 2 hours to do this 8-minute scan. I'm not knocking that hospital, MUSC Children's Hospital in Sean Jenkins. They're freaking amazing. They were so sweet with her. She was so comfortable. But went through that, and then came back Wednesday, and then you're just thinking, you know, I got to do this shit all over again tomorrow. So then we're back down there Thursday. You know, I took work off Thursday and Friday. We're back down there Thursday. We go through all these, you know, she got her MRI. So now they finally call and tell us about the CT, tell us, you know, what they see, which was kind of that it was going inwards and that they're really, I mean, the fact that we caught it. Because if you look at the CT scans and the MRI, I mean, dude, she had a millimeter left where it was holding on and it was just going to completely separate. And I don't know what that means. I can tell you, like, physically it would affect her.
Yeah.
Like,
what was going to separate, Jake?
Like the orbital bone.
The bone was going to separate.
Yeah. I mean,
I gotcha.
If you saw a picture of it, I mean, when you did see a picture of it, it was hanging on by a freaking thread.
Yeah.
So this little pea-sized freaking cyst was just eating inwards.
And that was their concern, right? That it might be closer to the brain than they wanted it to be, right?
So because they normally grow outwards, this one was growing inwards and finding new places to try to grasp onto.
Yeah.
So we go through all that, and then Friday hits, and, you know, now we got to get our 2-year-old ready to go have surgery again. And of course, it's not in the morning, so we have to like starve our child. You know how that whole thing goes. They don't want you to eat. But explaining that to a 2-year-old that you can't eat anything right now is the saddest thing in the world, because she's just sitting there going, I want pretzels.
Yeah.
I want pretzels. Pretzels.
Yes.
So then we get to Friday, and she's having the surgery all over again. And same thing, man. Thought it was going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. Except this time, complete radio silence. And we didn't even know her number. So we see all these things up on the board. You see things ticking away saying to ICU and all this other shit. And it's like, I mean, we're like trying to take our minds off it and, you know, not think the worst. And, you know, we asked all the right questions. You know, is this something that you're worried about? And they're like, no, this is pretty, like, we got it now. Like, we know what we're doing.
Okay, good.
And then it takes that long, and you're just like,
yeah. You just want it to be over.
I mean, it was stressful, man. And I mean, obviously I wasn't thinking the worst. Like, I wasn't thinking it was anything, a tumor or a cancer or anything like that. But it's just sitting there knowing that your child is laying on an OR bed, just I had to carry her in there. They gave me I don't know why they gave me a hairnet. It seemed a little pointless. But they gave me a hairnet.
Just to be mean.
There's a joke in there that we're going to go away from it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from it. I actually, when I put it on initially to calm Harper down, I actually told her, I said, Harpy, you want some sloppy Joe? And I'm just I would look like a lunch lady.
Oh, so she has a reference to...
She didn't know what
Chris
sloppy
Farley.
Joe was, but I was just trying to be funny with her and goofy with her. And
Addison.
Did Sam get a pic of it?
Jeez.
Just Out of curiosity of you.
Hoagies and grinders. Hoagies and grinders.
I asked the doctors, like, is this necessary? And they looked at me and they said, yeah, it's sterile. And I'm like, okay, you don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, actually they gave Harpy the calming syrup, I guess, suppose they call it, to kind of get him ready
Whiskey.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it did to her. You ever seen that? You ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
I mean, a very little bit.
Okay, well, I'm going to play it right.
Julian.
That's what she did. For some reason, Sam thought it would be a good idea to pick her up after taking this juice and let her get down for a second and try to walk around. And she just...
No.
Did you film it?
Bad idea.
Oh, no.
Then
I wish
wasn't
we
a good
would have. I wish we would have, but... No, so that whole thing happened, but this was at... I think we got there at 12:30, and we finally were able to see her at around 5:45.
Ah, fuck.
So, I mean, she went under about 2:15. So
this is hard to listen to, just even imagining it.
Yeah. So that was one of the harder things that we've had to deal with as parents. I think both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, when Bryce was born, he was NICU for months.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sam went through that, and even she said this was right up there with that. I mean, this was scary.
I got a question from your perspective, Joe. Like, it's me and Jake are realizing when we talked to his dad and just the understanding of what our parents went through, and like now there's a whole new level. You got a kid and a grandkid that you're caring about, like comforting your daughter, and then also your grandchild. I mean, can you speak on that at all? Like, what?
As far as comforting them?
I mean, like, well, what were you thinking when you were hearing this news? What did you think was the right thing to do for your daughter?
I have a deep faith in God. I got saved at when I was about 34 years old, and it took a while for that faith to be as solid as it is today.
Yeah.
And what I told Sam was to remember all of the times where she was worried about something, and God got her through it. Like the thing with Bryce is a perfect example.
Yeah.
She went through a cancer scare herself. I hope that's okay to say.
Yeah.
And I told her just, God's going to get you through it. You're going to be fine. Like my faith was there, and she's going through it, so she's a little reluctant to be faithful. And fear is a real thing. It's easy to be fearful.
Yeah.
But for me at this age, it's easier for me to be solid in my faith and trust that God is going to bring her through it. And I told her just to remember all of the times that she worried and she was afraid, but God got her through it. And once you go through something like that and you get on the other side of it, you can look back and you can say, man, God did get me through that.
Yeah.
Everything did turn out okay.
Yeah.
So I know you're still stressed out about what you went through, but it's actually... it's never a good thing that you went through it.
No.
But it's a mechanism in your life that's going to make you a little bit stronger should you have to deal with this again.
It helped me build.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean,
what's the scripture? All evil will be used for good for those who believe. Am I quoting that right?
I don't know.
No. I'm not exactly. You're quoting it so wrong that I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So
you kind of mixed up like 4 different verses.
Did I?
The way I'm hearing it.
Yeah, well, I'm very much an amateur, and full disclosure, this is scripture I got off a reel.
I didn't mean to.
Right. Oh, it had to be
I didn't mean to
legit.
insult you in any kind.
No, I'm not insulted in any way.
All
Yeah,
right.
in no way. No. But yeah,
everything done in the dark is going to come out in the light. Is something. Say what you said again.
I believe it was all evil will be used for good for those who believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, TikTok-alations 23:6.
Count a little joy, I think, from James is what
I
you're talking
wouldn't know
about.
what it was from. I mean,
He goes by Jim now. So it's probably that. Jim 26.
I mean, it was
James
actually
Luke 8:17.
a reel I saw from some Charlie Kirk said, and he named the scripture in it, so I could be.
Hang on, what was it, Joe?
I could be misquoting what he said.
Luke 8:17, for nothing is secret that will not be revealed, nor anything hidden that will not come to light.
All right.
That's more along what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, let's see if there's anything close to what I said. I really don't know.
There is.
Hey Siri,
it's
am I
all the
dumb?
I know.
Oh, no.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Tom.
Hey,
but
my
it's
thing
eluding
did,
me right now.
Hey, that didn't stop, right?
It'll click in
Okay,
a
because
minute.
I just made a bad choice of saying hey, SIRI.
I'm watching.
All things count together for the good for those that believe in God.
Genesis 5:20. Yeah, I guess there's nothing. We know things. I could have sworn that
Well,
the quote I saw, he
well,
named a scripture after.
New Testament, I'm sure.
I'm sure Charlie Kirk nailed it. He was pretty versed in it.
Yeah.
I will say, playing off what you're talking about, I'm not typically a very religious person as far as like one specific thing, but I will say that this tested my faith for sure. And then obviously what happened in the world, like that, my faith has grown so much in the last week. It is exponential. I can't think of how this would have gone had we not been smart enough to just say, hey, can you also take a look at this? And I don't know if that's God that put this one so far out in the open that made us say, why don't we check this one? Whatever it was, divine intervention, a coincidence, I don't care what it was. I know that there was a reason that one was there, and it was so that we would look deeper to find the other one. And I believe that wholeheartedly.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
That if this one's not out in the open, we never see this one until it's extremely problematic. And I mean, she could have been 3. She could have been 33 before you really start. I mean, that was the real. They didn't give us like a time frame of how much longer it was going to take until that finished eating its way through.
I still feel like a pit when you talk about this.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Seeing
Like,
the
I
pictures
feel
of
it
her
in my
was like, oh my
chest.
goodness.
I think you were at such a good hospital that you're not. They went into depth with it, And they researched everything.
They put our mind at ease.
Regardless of how you thought about it, or what made you think about it, or why you said to the doctor what you said.
Yeah.
You got to stand back today and thank God that you did.
Absolutely. And I thank God for Sam for, it's not that I didn't think something, I never thought it went away, but Sam was very vigilant that there was something there once, there's no way it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Didn't just go away on its own. She's too little. I think she's just growing around it and it's still there somewhere. And she was adamant about please just check. I mean, there's no harm in just checking.
Right.
And it was. While
you were there, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just like the best timing.
The harm would have been not checking.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was really tough. It's been a long time since I've cried for things with my kids, and I think I cried more this week than I have in probably the last 9 years.
See, that's what I love about this podcast, man. It's so hard for a man to admit what you just admitted.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way. I'm a huge fan of your show, both of you guys.
What
you do here. I think if dads who don't have the outlets that you guys have,
right?
There's so many dads out there just sitting by themselves, wondering what the heck is going on and what to do about it.
Yeah.
They need to see this. They need this kind of help, and I really love what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
It's become therapeutic for me as well, man. Because even things got in the way. This is 2.5 weeks since we filmed an episode.
Yeah.
And the last Wednesday we were supposed to film on, you were having a stressful day at work.
Yeah.
I had one of my, I think I get these days 3 times a year where it's just from the second I wake up, I see a text from when I was sleeping from a client or something else, and it's just an avalanche of shit all day long. Mm-hmm. And it was that day. And I could feel how stressed you were, and that's why I didn't push it, but I really wanted to do one of these shows.
Yeah.
Because I just leave here feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do too. And I told Sam before we even started, I said, I don't really want to talk about this because I'm really wound up, but I know that by the time it gets done, talking to Tom, talking to your dad, I'm going to feel a lot better than I did when I walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And for what you were saying too is this really just started off as I thought it would be a fun idea. There's endless material for my kids.
It is fun.
We can talk about this forever. Mm-hmm. And then as we talk to people, it's just there's actually a purpose to this.
Yes.
And
I agree.
And I feel like I'm doing something that has a purpose.
You are 100%.
And it feels fulfilling.
You both are.
So is JoJo. She's doing something with a purpose over there. I also promised
That's a nice mustache.
I had a
jealous.
good little talk with Sam on the way there. I know that people hear me complain, but I'm trying to find the humor in the stressful things with my kids.
Sure.
But
Who are we making fun of today?
JoJo for sure.
JoJo. Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, so I pick a lot on things because
Sure you want to
I don't want to. I want my kids to grow up with the right lessons.
What
I want my
Think
kids
you
to
hit
grow
knock
up
on you?
with.
Is that what you said? Now's the time to go if you want to go, Joe.
Well, I mean,
He's trying to talk or anything.
Yeah,
Well-
sorry.
I'm just.
Sorry, Jake.
I mean, I can say it with her sitting here, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I know a lot of people see me being hard on my kids. I mean, I talk about their commitment issues and things like that, and that's just me as a dad and using this as a therapeutic way to not download that onto my wife. That, oh my God, our kids have terrible work ethic, and it's not even that. I mean, I feel like this is such a good outlet because I know I'm not alone. I know that other dads feel that, and I don't want to hide that from the world. That I also go through that. I'm not a perfect parent.
Nobody accused you. That's
Me neither, Jake. So I'm just saying.
I learned this week truly how much I appreciate the dumb, chaotic, chaos, crazy, stressful things that I complain about on here so much. I love my kids, man, and I've been so scared seeing everything going on in the world right now, and I'm somewhat trying to segue towards what I know we all want to touch base on.
I want to touch on the something with my daughter this week too, because how you were talking made me think of that.
Yeah.
Before we get into that,
Go for it.
But the loving the frustration, I guess, is what you're saying. Like that's part of it. And so Amelia this morning was starting to get rude with my wife. She wanted her to play with her. My wife is 6.5 months pregnant. Every time she eats, she needs to just like kind of sit for a while. She can't, otherwise she'll get sick. She just got to let Michael get his food.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
She's eating for two, man.
So when she was saying, no, she's like, go play by yourself for a little bit. Mommy needs to rest. She was getting like, no, like kind of rude. And I was like, excuse me? I'm like, you don't talk to mommy like that. I'm getting ready for work. I'm in the kitchen making my lunch. And so I kind of gave her a stern talking to, and she gets like, stop it, Daddy. You're being rude. So I talked with her. Oh man, this reminded me of something else too, I got to tell you. So, but like I kind of explained how she was being rude, and I'm trying to teach her what rude is, which might be above the head of a 3-year-old, but I'm still talking to her that way.
And there's no like timetable when you should start that. The earlier you start, they might not understand it, but eventually they're going to understand it because you're gonna keep boring it into their head.
But
you be the cyst. Your lessons are the
callback. so, but like the thing was, I was kind of proud of her because she was using reason to persuade me.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a I want argument. It was she felt like the way I was talking to her was rude. And I don't know, it just felt like a different level that I was
maturing already.
Yeah, but I was in between trying to explain to her the difference. But I even said to my wife afterwards, I'm kind of proud of her. So, but that reminded me of something funny when we were at my parents'. She had to be almost put in timeout, and she was getting out of control. And I just said either stop or you're going in timeout. And she said, "Stop it, Daddy. You're my best friend." I was like,
oh man, from reasoning to manipulation.
So that was first. The manipulation was first.
Yeah.
I actually had to like walk into the other room to hide my smile because I was like quite silently laughing to myself that she used that on me.
Genius on your hands. She learned manipulation didn't work. She started using reasoning.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 years old.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be proud of that.
I am proud of it.
You should be.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing different development in her brain. Like it's
now you just got to make sure the manipulation takes the right turn. That it's just. It doesn't become hostile manipulation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like using it for you can use manipulation to get snacks and candy, but using it, no, dude.
No.
At 3 years old.
At 3, yes, but I thought you mean in life in general. The goal is to teach her.
Not in general.
manipulate.
Not
Talking
well,
about 3 years old. That's
these tactics can be used to get people out of their way.
ingenuity.
Yes.
Yes.
Ingenuity.
But those tactics, manipulation, whatever, can be used to get somebody out of their own way. But your motive should be to be helpful to them and not
Correct.
selfishly get snacks, Jake.
But you only have one, so you having a selfish child in the moment isn't as
No, we got. No.
right now.
Yeah,
so you got to work your way through it. But watch
We're
when
doing
that
the
second
groundwork
one
on that.
comes.
Yeah, no, we're doing the groundwork on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Watch when the second one comes. That like selfish thing, you really start pushing. We push that hard, but I'm guilty of when Katie was my first and only, that she could manipulate me just a little bit, and I just
Nice.
accepted it because she's so cute.
Yeah, it's tough.
She can't now?
Can you manipulate me still?
100%.
Ask me for a snack. No.
Ask him for
See,
cash.
doesn't work anymore. Kidding.
Yeah, but we're thinking about that.
Just about to get one inside.
You were?
Yes.
She's like, I don't need you for a snack.
Yeah, I don't need your permission.
I asked Sam.
Is Papa in there still?
Yeah.
That's why. You're good.
Yeah.
Papa's, speaking of best friends, that's all of my children's best friend.
Yeah. Well, we love. We are trying to prepare for her having to share things. Even like when we're driving, we started picking songs in rotation. Daddy's turn, Mommy's turn.
I
Amelia's
love
turn.
doing that.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Is it me-
So you can recite Baby Shark? Like,
she doesn't pick. She likes Crazy Train and Spoon Man.
Dude, Amelia's
Love that
got,
kid.
Amelia's
Yeah.
on it.
nice.
She likes Beastie Boys.
She loves Beastie, but she also likes like what it's a Daft Punk freaking song I can't
Oh, yeah.
stand. Some around the world, la 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 la
Yeah,
la.
no. One more time.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I can
Yeah,
probably
no,
search
don't
what this
remember. 'Cause I'm
god-awful
trying my
song
best
is.
to forget Daft Punk.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
that?
I'm
if I
glad-
was blue, I would beat off a guy. That's one.
That's
What?
it. Eiffel 64. Just kidding. Eiffel 65.
You want,
Um,
you want them?
yeah, probably.
I'll come get y'all in a minute.
And with that,
Maybe I'll get y'all, okay?
you girls have a great day.
I'm gonna have to register just for saying that, aren't I?
Yeah, we'll be done in just a little bit.
I
Okay.
kind of want an explanation, but I kind of don't.
Hey, but real quick,
I would
Yeah,
but
yeah.
before they walk out, I love that you said that you guys do that rotation, because we started doing that, and
Yeah.
it makes me super happy, because when we do rotation and we get around, they're picking songs that like I showed them sometimes,
Nice.
like Day Seeker, and you like Day Seeker, see?
I will go now.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll come get y'all. I'll come get
Huh?
you for the job. So y'all can be on.
JoJo picks like country and stuff that she can interpretive
Oh.
dance to, which I'm all right with it. They're
JoJo
all
doesn't pick Johanna by Kool and the Gang?
they're all kind of fading out of the
What?
Taylor Swift phase, and that's all that matters.
She always picks it with me.
Yeah. I guess if Taylor Swift or country, which one would I rather not listen to?
Yeah.
There's a few country songs I can't deny are just incredible, but
Which one makes
no.
you wish you had a kidney stone just slightly less?
country or Taylor Swift? I haven't listened
No,
to Taylor Swift.
it's equally. I would rather have a kidney stone than to sit there and listen to them. But
Eh.
I'll take just like I guess Morgan Wallen country over the kidney stone.
No.
If you could listen to some country music and if you don't like it, get through it. Some of the songs have so much wisdom in them that they're incredible.
Some,
They really are.
There's some that are good.
If you can get past the twanginess of country music, which
The
wasn't
Yeah,
my
twanginess.
some of
favorite.
them.
You
I grew
remove
up
the
on
twang
heavy
and you
metal.
have Irish music.
So basically, what you're saying is, don't listen to country music radio, but find the actual songs that are well written, because they
Yeah.
never make it to the radio,
So
because they
Did you
do
know-
exist, and there's a lot of them.
I don't follow today's country anymore, but
That's 'cause
I
it's
still
terrible.
love some of that old stuff now.
Anything that's on the radio is horrendous. I promise you, everybody's releasing
I
36
never
song
listen to the
albums
radio,
now,
yeah.
and the 5 that are on the radio are the 5 worst songs on the album.
did I tell you that my old band, I sung a mock country song by
No.
the stage name of Kenny Sunset? And it was the best thing about Jesus is he's an American. That was the chorus.
Keep going. That's the whole chorus?
That was it. And then we would make up.
I didn't write anything else. That's just where it stopped.
Yeah, then we would make up me telling a story about Jesus telling me to tell everybody that he was American, and then it would break and it would be like kind of a punk rock drumming, and then it would be like Jesus is an American, Jesus is an American.
So no doubt, had you had AI when this song was written, Chuck Norris would 100% be Jesus.
It could have been a
They
great.
do have AI now, and I think you should expand
I think we
on
should.
that a little
I think
we
we
should.
should.
I could
Absolutely.
probably find an old recording like the theme song.
It'd be crazy if some guy that you work with these podcasts records music. We could just finish it.
We could do it, but Timmy's got to play the drums. He's going to be here.
He lives in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, but he's going to be here for an episode in like 2 weeks.
I think we have a game plan.
Yeah. So, all right, Kenny Sunsets.
I would
making
love
a
it.
comeback.
Dude. It'd be fun, man.
I got that name because I moved into an apartment and there was a like earmuffs for doing landscaping work, so the noise, and somebody carved Kenny Sunset into it. That's how I got the name. It was just left in the apartment. So
Into
Kenny,
headphones.
I stole your headphones and your name.
NIL.
That's an amazing story for a band name, though. Right?
Kenny Sunset.
It's
yeah.
something sometimes ridiculous like that. That name's a band.
Well, that was my stage name as a country singer. My band names are Studio Stankers and No Phones.
What?
Studio Stank.
Studio
Studio
Stankers. And no phones?
No Phones was a second band that never played a show but recorded a bunch of good songs.
Which one is our theme song?
In between.
So there was another band.
So both bands have the same drummer
So no
and
Stankers?
guitarist. And the three of us started, I played bass, we started jamming out again. And then I met this other guy in New York who sung great. And then we started No Phones accidentally by making up a 6-minute song on the spot called No Phones in the Studio that was fucking awesome.
No phones in the Studio Stankers?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
Studio
like-
Stankers was a reference to the girls who came to the studios with us. It didn't age well. Harry said, "We got to get some more Studio Stankers over here." And
God. Well, it's ironic that we're kind of talking about the radio because I wanted to bring up with the whole situation that's going on where I've kind of stood on everything that's happened with Charlie Kirk. You know,
Okay.
we've kind of been like tiptoeing slowly towards this.
yeah, what's the ironic part though?
It's ironic because I feel like this was so easily avoidable because I guess social media and people sharing their opinions should just be viewed as the radio. If you don't like it, turn the channel, turn it off. But everyone,
That was a good. That was good.
everybody gets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't.
I cannot stand that my kids are going to have to grow up in a generation where everybody else's opinion is more important than yours, and they can't just take some words and just move on from it.
That's our job to make sure they understand how unimportant opinions are.
Correct.
So Ricky Gervais has a great bit about that, where somebody getting offended by a joke online, and he'd be
Right.
like that would be like if I went into a Times Square and put up a sign saying, I'm in a band looking for a guitarist. He's like, but I don't want to play guitar. Like you go up to that sign and you get mad because you don't want to play guitar.
Right.
Then you call the number on it and just say, I don't want to play guitar.
Right.
It's like the sign's not for you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy.
But I'm just seeing, I'm at the point of it's not political. It's human decency. It's evil versus good. It's hate versus love. And I've seen so much hate. And my kids are now seeing so much hate, and it is so casual. I don't like saying that I know that this happened, but we just found out today because we asked Bryce, do you know what's going on with what's happened with the shooting? And he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, Charlie Kirk? Yeah, everyone's seen it. He's 12.
Seen it. And
He's
that's
12.
I saw it. It is
Yeah.
a graphic.
It's awful.
It's brutal.
But it wasn't even so much like it's not his fault. I'm not even
Yeah.
disappointed in him. I'm disappointed in the fact that he said, "Oh yeah, everyone's seen it." And then had we not kept
Kind of
going,
nonchalant
that's
about it too, wasn't he?
like our kids today are so numb to hate. They're so numb to this divide. They're so numb to all the horrible things that are happening right now. And the one voice I feel like that was trying to talk to the younger generation is what they have to witness over and over because of social media's poison. They have to witness that that horrific image of the one person that actually stood up for them.
How do we keep our kids off of social media?
I don't know, but I'm about to delete it all myself. And
Yeah.
Get rid of it also.
aside from this, this is important. I feel like this is important for people to watch. I feel like it's important for people to discuss, to bring up their own advice, to bring up their own points and talk with us. And I never want to stop talking to dads, but almost pretty much aside from this, I want to just completely disappear from that because I don't want to see it.
I mean, if I didn't need it for work, I wouldn't be on it at
Correct.
all. Like,
and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
I haven't really been like much of a poster. I post like funny things, but I don't really post anything. And in the last 4 days, I think I've posted more than I've posted in 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I'm fed up with it, and I'm done being quiet.
I think somewhere along the line, if you try to keep them off of it, they're going to get a hold of it somewhere.
And then they're
through one of their friends spending a night.
They're going to see things that.
I think that the biggest trick is to monitor it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With them.
But it's just like we said. I mean, Bryce doesn't have like full access to everything, and he still saw it. I mean, it's so nonchalant. Everything is so unfiltered
it's
and
unavoidable, Jake. That's my point.
I know, and I don't like that, and it scares the shit out of me as they get older. And
so
my whole thing that I'm coming from, like I said,
the role models in the house.
Yeah.
The people that are in Bryce's life and JoJo's life and everybody's life that has kids.
Yeah.
That's the importance of parenting, and not leaving them to go on the internet for 6 hours a night. While you're downstairs doing nothing but watching TV, whatever.
Yeah, I got
you got to be hands-on with this kind of thing. I think.
Yeah. I got a friend whose 12-year-old has a phone already, and there's a family event going on, and the entire time she's just FaceTiming and talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like next to everybody.
Yeah.
And like, if that was a stranger, I would be like, dude, shut the fuck up or go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like, so I said, shut the fuck up and go somewhere. But like,
I mean, the worst part is because of how things are with, you hear about all these school shootings, you hear about all, like, I don't want him to not have a phone. I want to know that he has the ability to contact us if he is unsafe. And it's sad that we're there.
I'll probably give my kids flip phones until they're 18. I mean, I'm not.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm not.
Get him the Nokia brick.
Yeah, I had that when I
unable to be updated since 2006.
Unbreakable.
Yeah.
I used to frame houses, and that thing dropped and had so many things falling on it, and it was just fine.
Sledgehammer.
Tom, we made it through life without cell phones. We made it through. Some of the hardest times of my life was when I was a teenager.
Without cell phones or phones to call our parents, I don't know how I would have been taught to be punctual, because I was in fucking trouble.
Oh yeah.
If I wasn't there on time.
Yeah.
If I was right on time, I got like an uncomfortable energy and look as I walked in the door.
That's right.
Like looking at the clock, looking at me.
Because they were preparing to be mad.
Yeah.
And they weren't over not being mad yet. Seriously.
No.
Yeah. And they taught me something that I did not know most of the people my age weren't being taught until I had to interact as an adult and start creating my own boundaries. Like, okay, you don't respect my time, bye.
Yeah.
Like, I've done that with clients. I've been meeting a person at a house, and I wait 15 minutes, and if you haven't called me, which plenty of clients will do to you, I start leaving. And I just texted somebody, our appointment was 15 minutes ago, I'm leaving, you can reschedule when you'll know you'll actually be there. And they called me, and like the house is there, I'm this way, they're on the phone this way, and we're like looking at each other. He's like, I'm pulling up right now. I'm like, our appointment was 15 minutes ago. I have other appointments. And I kept going. I never heard from him again, and I don't care. Like, people will only respect the boundaries you give them. I'm getting off subject, but like...
No, I mean, it's not...
That's good for you to be able to do that.
It took a while, because I felt like I needed every deal I could get. A lot of people are bound by
that,
Yeah.
This is a client, I need to... No matter what they do to me, I got to be there for them.
No, I can proudly say I don't care about any of my clients. No, but that took a while for me to get to that point. Yeah. Because it was something I heard, just people will only respect the boundaries you give them. And I'm just like, no shit. Because, like, I've learned they don't care that you're a human who have other things to do in life. If I can't be somewhere they need to be, I always say I have another appointment. whether it's that or it's getting my car fixed, haircut, anything.
That's just another thing that ties into human decency. Is keeping your word.
Yeah.
You know, holding somebody
respect
to their
for others.
word.
I mean, if you are going to be late, I mean, it don't
Just
take
say
5
something.
minutes to 2 minutes to make a
Or
phone
say
call.
something.
Send a text. It's so easy to.
That's one of my
communicate
biggest.
nowadays.
Things come up. I get that.
Yeah.
But don't just leave me sitting there.
I'm probably guilty. I respect everybody that I work with, and I don't
Not
even
Chris so much though, right?
Yeah. No. No. I've grown to have a really good relationship with everybody, but I feel like it's because if I got some shit going on or I got something that's gonna make me late, I'll probably overshare out of respect for them because I don't want to waste your time any more than I want to waste my own time. So, I'll tell people stuff that they probably don't need to know. I'm like, hey, it's raining and my wife had a flat tire and the baby's crying and I don't know what to do and it's just like, okay, we're good. We're good. But it's I'm not that specific, but the point is I'll overshare because I care that people know that I respect their time, and if I'm going to be late, I'm going to just tell you why, and I'm going to tell you I'm going to be late, so you know what to expect. And I feel
letting
like
someone know that is enough. Just like I'm going to be late.
It's human decency. It takes 13 seconds.
Yeah, unless you overshare.
Unless you overshare, then it takes
6 minutes.
No, I'm not sending no voice memos.
No. But yes, that's what I think about. Like if our kids are having phones and like just calling to say they're going to be late instead of feeling a need to be punctual. Was it a good thing that we couldn't communicate to them to say we're going to be late? You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, it kept us on track.
Yeah.
I know it did in my house.
I think the worst thing to always go back to and compare it to is how we all grew up, because it's just not the same.
That's true, and it's never going to be that way again.
And Dad sat here last time and said it to a T. There's so many more distractions.
Oh yeah.
So social media is such a distraction that I feel like it's bad if they have a phone, and it's safe if they have a phone. But like kids don't know the boundaries of how to use it properly. That's what I feel like is our responsibility. I don't want to say that I don't want my kid to have a way to communicate with me in any situation, no matter what it is, because the reality is I don't trust anybody anymore. I just think everybody's off their damn rocker. I think that the first thing that pisses somebody off can now trigger somebody to do some heinous shit. Yeah. And I don't trust my kids not having a way to communicate with us. And 1, let us know they're okay. 2, let us know if we need to come get them, whether they're at a friend's house or anything. I'm so uncomfortable by everything now that I almost wouldn't want them not to have a phone, but I also cannot stand the distractions. I cannot stand how simple it is for them to see horrid things. I can't stand the normalization of just evil.
So
it's just I'll say it
what's so
time and time
unreasonable?
again. I'm scared, man.
Yeah, but what is so unreasonable about giving kids phones that don't have a screen?
Yeah,
Whether
no.
flip
I
phone or
mean,
the
realistically,
Nokia.
that is an easy solution.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I typically get laughs when I say that, but I'm not joking. I imagine there will be a fight with my children when the time comes, but I mean, that's a fight that I'm willing to have, you know?
I'm about at the point of downgrading. Honestly, it'd be a good upgrade. I'm going to take that phone away, and I'm about to give him like a damn CB radio to put in his freaking backpack, and we just check in. Breaker 19, you good? No school shootings today?
That sounds awesome.
It would be cool.
School shooting today? Is that what you said?
I mean, it's sad that, again, normalization. I feel like I see that 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So I just,
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one that fears that. And I'm struggling to like find words to actually come out and say about how truly scared I am, but I don't want my kids to know that I'm scared, because I want them to know that I would do anything for them, and I want them to be safe, and I will learn whatever I gotta fucking learn to make sure that they're safe and that they're not exposed to these terrible things that keep happening. But I would be flat out bold-faced lying if I said that I wasn't terrified.
So
I think there's such a thing as a healthy fear
Yeah.
that keeps you, from making mistakes.
Yeah.
The fear that you have right now, that it's probably a good thing because it's going to make you do something maybe you would have overlooked before.
Oh, head on a swivel, man.
See?
yeah,
And now all of a sudden you pay more attention to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's fears out there. There's a lot of fear that is just bad. You don't need to be afraid of everything. Like some people are just afraid in general.
Yeah, I don't want to be a helicopter
But
parent.
when you're fearful of this thing right here,
Yeah.
you can actually pinpoint it and, make yourself stronger.
Yeah.
yeah. I think aware of and fear of are two different things too.
Yes.
You
Well,
know? Aware
fear-
of, be solution based.
We talked about fear is a good driving factor for a lot of learning, especially
So-
for learning. It is a
Yeah.
great driving factor.
We're not going to just post this to our 122 followers and then everybody's going to get their kid a flip phone. So how do you
should.
what advice do you give for talking to your kids? You have more experience than us. Talking to your kids, how would you talk to them about seeing these traumatic things?
I would talk to them like I've always believed, and my two sons are here, so they could probably attest to this. But I've always believed in listening to kids more than I did talking to them, because it's important to get their point of view on things, even as a 3-year-old, right? Because then you learned that your daughter was reasoning a little bit, right? Didn't you?
Yeah.
By listening to her.
Yeah.
There was when Columbine, the shooting happened in Columbine High School.
Yeah. I was
I
going to
watched
ask.
kids.
I watched a lot of that news coverage, and it made me afraid because my kids were in school a little bit. But there was one person that came out and said what I thought everybody who was in power or and the person was Marilyn Manson, of all people. They said, you might be the reason. They said some things to him. What do you think about that? What would you have done? He said, I wouldn't have done anything. He said, I would have just listened to those kids. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable way to have maybe stopped this from happening, is listening to them. The problem we got nowadays is the kids are listening to the internet. They're listening to people that sometimes are in their lives a lot more than you are.
Yeah.
So who their friends are and who they interact with, especially on the internet, is vitally important.
So
Yeah.
one of the principles of recovery and like finding a sponsor is looking for somebody who has what you want out of life. And I feel like listening to somebody who has what you want as well, and then you kind of ask them to guide you through the steps. I feel like that's a really good thing to try to teach your kids. Like, don't listen to anybody who isn't living or has the life that you want. Or how can I rephrase that? Who does not have the life you want, who isn't living the way you want.
Right.
Like, how can we make sure that they have that mindset instilled in them? And can they? Is that something that'll only come with maturity?
Yeah.
Do they have to learn the hard way,
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not.
You said you got saved at 36?
Yeah. I was a cement head my whole life, man, and sometimes still am. I'm a bit stubborn, Italian guy.
Yeah.
I can be stubborn. I
I'm
don't know
Irish,
about you.
Italian, Puerto Rican.
Right?
Yeah.
You stubborn?
I'm stubborn, cubed. Yeah.
But you can learn it. But I failed so many times that, it made me try harder each time I did it. I'll give you an example. I got my two sons here, and my oldest son, Joe, is like me when I was younger. My dad would tell me, hey, Joe, you don't want to do that. And I would say, well, you're probably right, but I'm going to try it anyway. Only to find out I shouldn't have done it. Right?
Yeah.
And Daniel was more like me growing up after I got saved and started being more mature and level-headed about things. And I could say, to Dan, hey, Dan, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. And this is why you shouldn't do it. And Dan will go, okay, I'm probably not going to do that, Dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's something that you can learn.
I think my daughter's going to be like Joe, because when you tell her not to do something, it's like it's the only thing she wants to do.
Yeah.
As soon as you say don't do this, I mean, I'm giving her a bath, and we didn't want to have to blow dry her hair. We weren't washing her hair that day. I say, don't get your hair wet. As soon as I finish the sentence, she puts her head underwater. As soon as I like.
Well, that's more, dealing with a toddler too. So
maybe, and hopefully that is a phase thing.
Yeah.
But and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I've heard that kids who are more defined are less likely to subdue to peer pressure as they grow up. That makes sense to me. I don't know if that's true. I didn't look into studies.
That logically that sounds
I give into a lot
spot
of peer
on.
pressure growing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So.
And I think that's one of my biggest fears too, is as the kids get older, they have peer pressure in middle school and high school even and wherever.
Yeah.
But then they get to come home to us.
Right.
So I see what this Tyler Robinson kid did, and it doesn't seem like he had a crazy, weird upbringing. It sounds like his parents prepared him for life. It's my biggest fear is when they go away, like if that's in their cards to go away to college or to go away to something, and they start forming their own ideas and they don't have us to default back to as a safety net.
Yeah.
And so for that's why when I say I'm fearful, I'm not fearful right now because I know my kids can come and talk to me whenever they want. I'm fearful that if it's this bad now with social media, how much worse is it going to be by the time they get there, and how much more susceptible are they going to be to this person says and this person says, the first fucking week they're at school, they're in college.
I think things have a way of correcting and almost overcorrecting, and I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's got to change. That's for sure.
Well,
And
what's up? Before we go
I want
too far,
to
what's our
apologize.
timer?
I want to apologize to Joe, by the way,
Hour and 13 minutes.
because he was my firstborn. Man, I was just practicing with you. I had no idea what was going on, what I was doing.
No.
I was trying to figure it out. Yeah, man. I was 19 when he was born too. So
Really?
yeah, 18 years old. Yeah.
But
So-
to be fair, the fact that Joe has been like that of I'm just gonna try it has gotten him to be a pretty resourceful person.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
So-
holy hell, Joe has probably taught me more about my job than anybody else. I hired Joe to help give him a job,
Yeah.
and he ended up helping me become prolific at my job, I suppose.
All the stuff that my tiny brain will never be able to learn.
Yes. We tried to explain editing to Tom one time, and
Try to explain is not even right.
we didn't use the
You-
proper
No,
caveman lingo. We didn't say, you
No.
press button, you make
no.
color.
First off, there was no way. There was just you. You mixed. You bounced back and forth between talking to me and saying your inner monologue out loud, and you call that teaching. I'm like, what the?
Oh,
And
first
then
of all,
I got on YouTube and I taught you something.
yeah,
all right?
first of all, I'd already seen that video. I just didn't piece together that we should get wireless mics, which Tom forgot, by the way. So I'm going to have to do it the old school way.
You get to a certain point in editing where if you don't have a passion, you will quit.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about editing.
Yeah,
It's tough,
it's
man.
a good thing I'm passionate about this show.
That's very true.
Yeah. So
Joe's taught me some things too, Jake. To
yeah.
carry on what you said.
Like I have trouble.
He was my helper
I'm
as a
at-
tile
I'm
guy,
at that
and
level
I've
now
been
where
doing
I'm
tile
like,
for 20
Do I
years.
keep going?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he came on as my helper, and
That's life, though.
he suggested a few things that I could be doing to make it a little easier.
Well, what did my dad say? My dad said on the last episode that he's amazed at how quickly he sees me do something and pick it up, and Joe is the same way.
Yeah.
Joe will see something, be interested in it, watch YouTube videos on it, and within 6 hours is a wizard at it.
Yeah.
He already knows. He's like, oh yeah, dude, this is super easy. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? We had no idea what this was yesterday.
Didn't he change a major part of his truck?
Yeah,
Dude. You know,
he changes your
how impressed
radiator
I
and
was with
something
that?
else out.
Yeah.
So-
YouTube University.
He hits the brakes and all his tires fall off.
No,
It worked great until
Joe-
that log.
yeah.
He tried something I would have never tried, man. He changed his own radiator in his truck.
That's
Is it radiator or radiator?
Yeah, no, it was going to be $1,200.
Radiator,
and I
right?
wanted to
pecan
spend
or
Yeah.
the other one,
Oh, it's
pecan.
pecan.
Wait, I saved
It's
$900,
pecking.
dude.
Yeah.
6 hours.
But that's a good motivation too. I mean, and that's now a
I was
life
really
skill.
impressed by that.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
life
cool.
skill you pick up. Is you initially say I'm just trying to save some money, but the reality is you're learning something you had no reason to learn, and now you know how to do it, and
Sure.
it's awesome.
If my radiator blows out, excuse me, but if my radiator blows, I'm calling Joe. I ain't calling the mechanic.
Yeah.
Thinking time-wise, I don't want you losing your shit editing this. Do we want to
Joe
get
volunteered to edit it, so we can take as long as we need.
okay.
I'm just kidding.
I got another 2 hours. I had a two-part question.
You have a two-part question, so you can do yours first because
No. That was the first part. The second part was about a 3-split screen of us just talking. Terrible?
No, I mean that's possible.
All right.
Anyways, so
It is.
kind of given the situation that we went to, we were talking a little bit about faith, and the situation we went through with Harper. You know, I said it kind of re-strengthened my faith, but you went through something that initially, like, really strengthened me and Sam's faith, and that was hearing. So, Papa Joe got COVID. And you had some scarring on your lungs prior to that or something? What did you have?
2019, Christmas Eve, I had to go to the hospital at about 3:30 in the morning for severe, like, back pain.
2019 Christmas.
Yeah. I've had back pain before where I pulled a muscle or something was going on and, you know, you ice it, whatever. So I tried to ice it. I tried to heat it. Did everything I could. And the pain was getting so unbearable. I went down to the emergency room at 3:30 in the morning. Well, it took them to about 7 a.m. to figure out. The doctor he was scratching his head. He didn't know what was going on. And he shot me full of dye. He said, I'm going to try one more thing. And he said, I don't think it's this, but it's the last thing I can try. And they shot me full of dye and ran me through the machine. And I had blood clots on my lungs. And they found one behind my leg, and my fiance was there with me and she started crying, like, immediately. I was like, oh, I do? I had no idea how severe that it was. I had no clue.
I had a friend
I was like,
that took his father when we were teenagers.
Yeah, see?
Blood clot in his leg.
Yeah, so she started crying, and I was like, she's like, you could have died. And I was like, oh, but I didn't. Relax. It's okay. I'm going to be fine. And, went through 2020. May have got COVID, may have not. It was a couple of times I was sicker than I ever was before. But just powered through it like I always do. But in 2021, we just bought a house. And in August of 2021, and 2 weeks later, I admitted myself into the hospital because I couldn't function at all. I was sick, did a COVID test, had COVID. And the guys had to help me out of the car. She drives the car lower to the ground, and I didn't have the strength to get out. And they put me in a wheelchair and brought me in.
Yeah.
And they put that pulse ox on my finger, and my O2 levels, the oxygen in your blood, was down to about 65.
What's normal?
95 to 100.
All right. So you're
dangerously low.
Yeah.
Which explained why
2/3 of what it should be.
When I was just getting up and walking to the bathroom, you know, I was like getting really lightheaded and dizzy and all of that stuff. So they stuck me in the hospital, started administering whatever they were giving me, and it just steadily got worse. So I spent about 3 months. They stuck a vent on me.
3 months in the hospital?
Trach. They put a trach on me with the peg and the air, and because my lungs were so messed up, they were so far gone that I wasn't able to breathe on my own. So it was bad, but I don't remember none of it because they had me so drugged up and under that.
Yeah.
I hear stories and stuff like that, but
this was 6 months into me knowing my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
August 21.
Yeah, I didn't get out till December 2nd. Is when the day I came home, and then I had to learn how to walk again.
The day I married my wife.
Is it really?
December 2nd, 21. Yeah.
Wow. Well, think about that. Don't think about what I went through.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to bring that up because it kind of brought what went on this week kind of brought back that feeling that we had, that feeling of dread. I mean, all we heard from the doctors was he's never gonna.
He gonna die.
He's not gonna walk on his own. He's not gonna breathe on his own ever again. He's not gonna do all this, and something. I don't know what it was. I choose to believe in faith.
Yeah.
Something.
I believe in God.
Got him where he's sitting here right now having a conversation.
God decided he wanted me to stick around a little while longer, and I promise you, man, there was a lot of prayers for me.
Yeah.
A lot of praying.
I don't typically do a lot of it, and I think every single night, hands and knees. I mean, straight up, old school praying.
For me.
Yes. And I would text him.
I don't think you ever told me that before. Thank you.
No, I don't.
I mean, I'm sure you were doing it. I just didn't know.
I would text him like almost daily, every other day, something like that, just to like let him know that we loved him.
Oh my gosh.
So when he woke up, that's what he saw, was knowing that we were thinking of him. In fact, it was so bad, and it was like I didn't know if he was gonna make it, and I could not think of not having your blessing to propose to Sam, and I had to text my father-in-law if he was, for his blessing, and that broke my heart. But that's kind of one of the first early on things when I was getting responses back from you, and that it meant the world to me. That it sucked the circumstance that I had to ask that way, but I was so happy that I got a response.
Yeah.
And when I proposed to her, we had to FaceTime him, and he got to watch me play my song to propose to my wife. It was through FaceTime, which
that well then.
It's through FaceTime, so I'm sure it wasn't as cool as the full effect of being there, but it was nice that.
Yeah, but you had sent me the song previously, and I knew all about it and all that stuff, which you were very respectful in that. Thank you for that, all of that.
Yeah.
But the first time I met you was at Sam's. After Eric died, months after that.
Yeah.
And I was never crazy about any of my daughter's friends.
Yeah.
That were guys, boyfriends, whatever. It took me a while to even come around to Eric, who I wound up falling in love with. And now all of a sudden he was taken away. And I wake up one day and Jake's on the couch, and who's this guy now? What's going on here?
Damn, when you say it like that, how much do you have in there? Holy shit.
Yeah.
No. It was just like...
Again?
Oh, this dude.
It's like I had to, I don't know, just learn how to love, somebody else again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you weren't worthy enough for my daughter, Jake. Nobody
is.
Eric was, after a while.
Yeah.
But the first time I ever talked to you was that morning. I think we had coffee.
Yeah.
Whatever. And you were the realest person in the first initial meeting with me. That you're still that real person today. Yeah. You haven't changed at all. And for some reason, I recognized it right away, how real he was. And I even told Sam, don't tell him I told you this, but I kind of like that guy.
Yeah, he's being straightforward.
I did. I don't know if I fell in love with you that day.
Yeah.
But I sure did like you a lot.
Yeah.
And now I love you, man.
Well, that meant a lot to me, because she did tell me. She did tell me that. I mean, it was.
Did she tell you everything else I told you?
It was a month or no. It was a month or two after that.
You were like, his eyes are kind of really close together.
No.
His ears are uneven.
But I told her too. Like it meant the world to me to have so much in common with you when we first met.
Yeah.
So I felt like conversation was very easy. And I feel like I was raised properly, so I know how to have a conversation and just be yourself, and then not be a fucking prude on top of that.
We got to have you back on in January, because I actually really want to talk to a dad about that whole dynamic. About
the daughter with the boyfriends?
Yes. Ones you didn't like, and the ones that ended up loving.
None of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
none of them.
We really don't have time to dive into that, but real quick,
I want to look in the camera and say, Mia, I'm not going to like none of the guys you got either. I'm telling you right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, mention full names.
I don't like him either, Mia.
But I mean, yeah, I've got a 3-year-old girl. I want to talk to dads about what it was like to see, 1, the first dudes hanging around him at the wrong time. 2, the first just douchebag that they brought home. The first, like, oh shit, this guy's not bad person. Like, we got to have you back and talk about all that.
I'd love to be back, sure.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn it, I like this guy, you know?
Well, I know I have talked to you about it previously, but I just wanted to, like, come on here and sort of tell you, that one of the funniest parts of that whole thing, and it was hard to find humor in any of that. It was so stressful for months and months. You already know where I'm going.
I think I do.
You were drawn on his face.
No.
Passed out. Okay.
No, I wish we would have because
Thank you for not doing that, by the way.
The first time that I went in and was able to see him, he didn't know I was there. He didn't know me and Sam were there. He wasn't awake. But I'll never forget the first time. I've known you for, at this point, 6-7 months, maybe 8. Like, truly knew you because you were still not here. You weren't in Florence and you weren't spending a bunch of time with us, but you spent enough time with us that we were close enough. And I walked in the first time that he was awake, and I had tears in my eyes, and I'm like beat up because I don't like seeing him like that. He just looked.
Yeah.
I mean, you look like you were Santa Claus withering away at that point.
Oh my God! I had a beard out to here.
Yeah, and I walked in the room, and I almost felt like I was like talking to him for like the last time. That's what it felt like. Even though he was awake, you always hear about they always come around before it goes.
I didn't know that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like totally a thing. That happens with almost every one of my grandparents that has passed away. They always come around. I thought everything was fine. So we go in there, and that's what I'm expecting is like I'm finally going to get to talk to him. He's not going to be able to talk to me because he's got this trach in. And I walked in, and I'm like, hey, man, how's it going? And the first thing is he slowly looks over at me. And I knew that
I was back, baby.
Dude, flipping the bird to me just... It was the funniest moment in such a stressful situation, and I'll never forget it. And it made me like truly appreciate that this is the guy that gave me the green light to marry into his family. And
you earned it.
And our family has been. I mean, we've all been super close ever since.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been awesome. I don't
It's great to have
any
good in-laws,
disagreements
right?
with anybody.
I thought you were going to tell another story.
What's the other story?
The other story is when you and Sam showed up when I was starting to talk
When you were
again.
writing?
Maybe I was writing.
Oh.
Was I writing or did I say
You
it
wrote some
verbally?
pretty strange things. They were like
that was,
like a 2-year-old drawing.
Oh my God!
And you were trying to get us to steal ice chips for you and stuff.
I don't know how you text. I text with my thumbs, but I had to go to like a 1-finger thing, and I was still messing up words. It was awful. Couldn't write stuff down. It was terrible.
I text with rage. I hate texting.
Right?
I hate it.
But Sam had walked in the room and said that, hey, Jake's here with me. And I said, F him. I don't remember if I verbally said it or typed it.
You whispered it. I remember it because I was outside. And you were like, F you. I was like, all right, we're good.
It's like the Godfather.
He said, yeah, honestly.
Probably did sound like that.
No, dude, it was so funny, too. Like, I love that we can laugh about it now. It was terrifying, but I love that we can laugh about it because every time we came in that room, you were
So was it like a coma, or was it just from the...
Yeah.
What was I hounding for?
He was hounding for some ice chips, man. No matter who walked in that room, they were like, he can't have any more ice chips. He's not supposed to have ice chips.
3 ice chips an hour.
I guess does it dehydrate you?
No, there was because of the trach. It was you could asphyxiate. No,
something like that.
No, I don't think it's asphyxiate.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up. But for whatever reason, he wasn't supposed to have them as often as he wanted them. But I'll be damned if we didn't break some rules.
Huh. So I did look something up. Yes, erections can occur when people are in comas. So tell them that story.
How the hell did we get to that?
It's about your water intake.
I want to know why Tom's thinking about my erection in a coma.
It was a story Jake told me, but never mind. We'll get into that next episode.
Yeah.
I was just fact checking what he said before the show.
Ice chip story was
oh yes, please.
Was when
Melissa?
Well, the nurses, I figured out when the nurses changed shifts. So I would always ask for ice chips before they left their shift. And the next nurse came in, and I would always ask 5 minutes later, hey, can I have some ice chips?
Can I get my first ice chips of the day, please?
Right. So this lady brings me in, a cup with this many ice chips in it. Ooh. And I'm like, yes, like the mother load of ice chips. And my fiance.
We're talking about frozen water, right?
Well,
yes.
Dude.
Okay.
Frozen water. That's all it was.
When you can't drink water, ice chips are very.
I haven't been there yet.
I hope you never have to experience
I
or
hope so too. Thing.
realize how great ice chips were in that situation. Nobody should ever have to go through that. But my fiance's sitting there, and I got this cup of ice chips like this, and she goes, he's only supposed to have 3 ice chips an hour, and he just had some. And the nurse was like, ho, ho, ho. And she tried to snatch that ice chips away from me, and I was like, but she took it.
And fiance
She
was
walked
as
out of
far
the
as she
room.
got.
And I gave Blue Eyes the death look, man. I was like,
Have you ever seen that episode of The Office when they accidentally finish Stanley's crossword puzzle? That look, don't look now. I did a Sudoku. I'm bringing that
She
clip up
literally-
right now.
He goes,
she ratted me out. I couldn't believe what was going on. Like, so now,
You fucking rat!
a little while later, if I could talk, I probably would have said that. But I actually was pissed for the first time in a long time about anything.
Fucking rat.
But at that time, I was only allowed one person in there at a time.
So you switched him immediately, right?
Well, Sam was coming, and Melissa left, and Sam came in, and I was like, Sam, I need some ice chips. She was like, you got it, Dad. So she got me some.
He tried so many times to get us to like sit him up when he wasn't supposed to. He'd be like, he's writing, and then he like turns it around, and it's like a 4-year-old's ransom note. And you're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I can't read that. And he's like drawing like a diagram of like an arrow pointing up, and we're like, what?
I figured out how to.
He's
grab
saying
the-
like,
Hold
sit
on.
me up.
Is the 4-year-old the hostage, or are they the ones who kidnap
They're
somebody?
the kidnapper.
So the 4-year-old.
So it's like, it's already hard to read, but now
Uh-huh.
it's a 4-year-old who is like,
4-year-old.
like instead of taking magazine, they just realize no one's going to recognize my handwriting or be able
What?
to read it.
What ransom demands would be in a 4-year-old's hostage note? I'm curious.
Apparently, can you help me sit up?
More jelly beans.
Ice
Jelly
chips.
beans,
"More pretzels."
No, so
pretzels. Yeah. How
so
does-
every single time we went in there, he was conning us to do something that he wasn't supposed to do.
I wasn't
he
conning
tried
you.
to get, dude. He tried
I
to
was
get us
flat
to like
out
get
asking
him.
you.
He tried to get us to stand him up when he was 1,000% not supposed to do that. And we're like, are we okay to do this? So me and Sam are like,
I just wanted to sit on the edge of the bed, man. I wanted to sit up and let my feet dangle over the side.
but he was so determined to just like, he was like, this isn't gonna beat me. Like, I'm gonna f***ing sit up. You're telling me I'm not supposed to sit up, but I'm sitting up. You're telling me I'm not supposed to have ice chips. I'm gonna have some ice chips. And as funny as it is now, like I've always kind of admired that because you can tell,
Yeah.
no matter what they said, you just weren't gonna listen to them. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like our kids don't listen to us. I mean that in a way of you're not gonna let somebody defeat your spirit because you knew like you can tell me all you want that I'm not gonna breathe by myself again, that I'm not gonna walk again.
No,
I'm
they
getting my
never
ass-
told me that.
They never told you. Oh, okay. Well, they told us,
no.
and that's disappointing.
No, they never told me that.
Because there was one night where your oxygen level got to like 16.
Wait,
Oh,
what
yeah.
was disappointing? That
what?
he's walking again?
No, that
Oh.
they didn't. Well, I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I'm glad they didn't tell you that. They told us that, and it was disappointing. It was sad. I mean, it was hard to hear.
Oh, okay.
But he never let it phase him. He was just like,
There- you know,
say whatever you want. I'm
Through
getting
that
up
whole
out of this bed.
process, I remember a lot of things. Strange dreams, my goodness. But
That's fun.
The thing I remember the most was never, ever being afraid that I was going to die. It never crossed my mind that I might not make it out of here. Never, once.
well,
Even with what I was going through. And I understood my situation. They explained that, this thing was, be careful with this thing.
yeah.
But that was a way of God protecting me.
Faith is the opposite of fear.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true. But when you're in that situation, it could be easy to be fearful.
Sure.
And God
Yeah.
protected me from even having those thoughts.
Yeah.
Well,
It's pretty amazing. Thank you, Lord.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
an opportunity to know the strength of your faith, too. Faith,
Yeah.
I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we're at-
Okay, Grumpy?
All right. Well,
Where we
we're
at?
That's a perfect time.
That's a. I'm just before we get into the funny side of it. Thank you for sharing that first of all because
No problem. I bet a lot of people were wondering, why is this guy sitting there with oxygen?
well, I mean there's that.
Yeah. I thought they held up your glasses.
There's that, but I've never really talked about you never really been in a position to where you could sit there and talk about how it was on the other side of that. Just sitting there and having to watch us come in there and every day.
It was
like,
never scary.
That's
Honestly.
awesome because I would be.
Till you woke up to Jake.
Nah, he was definitely not scared then.
Fuck you.
All right, so let's get grumpy.
Okay.
In the essence of kindness and not forgetting you, should we start and do it this way again?
Do it. Tom.
All right. You want me to go first?
You're
Yes,
honest.
I'll give you the opportunity to forget me this time.
What? No, I wouldn't do that. That's only a terrible person would do that. I was. People misusing irony was going to be my grumpy men until you really did use it correctly, because so many people do misuse the word irony.
Yeah.
The entire Alanis Morissette song just aggravates the hell out of me.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, none
No,
of it.
it's not.
None of what she says is ironic.
No,
Rain on
I
the Wedding
thought,
Day-
you know, you
Yeah.
saying that was the song. That's ironic, isn't it?
It is kind of.
It's coincidental.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Oh,
what
there
people
we
do
go.
constantly.
Yes.
Like, there's been people talking about serious things sometimes, and they'll be like, and the ironic thing is this, and it's like a heavy subject, and I'm just like, that's not what irony means. That is a coincidence. It's not ironic. That was not going to be my grumpy men, though. That's just something that continually grumpies me.
Right.
Mine
Grumpies
was,
me.
I like that.
yeah. Mine was, it was social media related, social media ads, and the ones particularly that try to tempt you to click on them. You see the ones that say, like, this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. Become the most dangerous person in the room. Do you?
What?
Huh?
So he let you go first just to ignore you.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm telling them to be quiet because you're telling your story.
Yeah. So
What are you doing?
I was asking you a
We're in
question.
the middle of something.
Hey,
What
we're
are you
almost
doing?
done, guys. We're almost done.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry.
Have you seen those social media ads where they tempt you by saying, become the most dangerous person in the room?
No.
And like, they don't. There's like,
I have seen the ones about there's a gilf in your hometown ready. Are we talking about the same things? Same ads?
Wow, the algorithms really work. So
So you look up a lot of stuff like the power of positive thinking and things like that. You watch videos like that?
I do, yeah. If you were to look in my,
So how to be
like,
the strongest
audible-
guy in the room would be.
Well,
something
yeah,
they
but
would-
it's like,
they would send you away.
But it's a really irritating way to tempt somebody to click on the ad.
To be fair, I can't think of a time in the recent anything that I've looked up gilf, so I don't think that's 100% why that shows up for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like a
possible.
long time ago.
for you,
No, I mean, how come I'm getting gilfs and you're getting power of you?
I think everybody knows why. Put it in the comments. Yes, but so anyway, I just find that to be a very obnoxious, annoying way to try to get somebody to click on your ad.
Yeah.
Like, become the most dangerous person in the room. I'm always on the toilet when I'm looking at it. I'm the
That's
only person in the
dangerous.
room.
Isn't everybody?
I feel more vulnerable than dangerous.
Okay.
My pants are at my ankles, but maybe that's what they're preying on. When you're
Maybe.
feeling the most vulnerable, because almost
Hey.
everybody's flipping through these things sitting on the toilet.
What a time to make you
Maybe.
dangerous.
Yes. But
Genius.
Wait, that's a good way to
That's
think
genius
about
level.
Yeah, I think. I don't think I'm annoyed by it anymore. I'm impressed.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Back to
No
the irony thing.
it. No
That'll be
longer
mine.
grumpy.
So, Joe, we'll finish up with you.
Yeah, man. You know, before this whole sorry, that was a good one. Before this whole thing happened this week about what happened, you know, with Charlie Kirk and the internet and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was gonna say before all of that happened that, you know, I was just, I don't really get agitated anymore or annoyed, honestly. There's little things that come across every once in a while that maybe bother me a little bit, but I don't let it bother me. You see what I'm saying? I recognize it quickly and get rid of it because it's
Yeah.
negative.
Change the station.
Right,
That's right.
right. But
Irony.
you know, the people have the ability now to try to sum you up by one word that comes out of your mouth.
One opinion.
And I mean
And one
that
thought.
makes me grumpy.
Yeah.
That the world is like that now.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was always like that and I didn't recognize it. I'm not sure, but I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either.
You know, if you said one word, somebody could, you know, not listen to anything else you said. You know, Tom, if you told me, I just met you today, right? If you told me, man, Joe, you know, we're getting to know each other, right?
Sure.
You know, I like to wear my underwear inside out and my socks on my hands when I go to bed at night.
Well, the second day you can wear them inside out because they're still, that side's clean.
But it wouldn't stop me from trying to get you know you, is my point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? I would think it was a little strange. And, you know, I don't do the same thing that you do. But it wouldn't stop me from trying to get to know you. Is the best way I can say it.
Context doesn't matter anymore.
Right. That's right. It's what comes out of your mouth. What is said.
A sound bite
That's a good way.
is all that's needed.
Yeah.
Like, and you were saying you rarely get bothered by things anymore.
As soon as it happens, I have the ability now to recognize it and shut it off.
Well, when you were telling the story about you basically being in a coma, I listened to a Jeremy Renner's book about, you know, how he got ran over by that snowplow.
Yeah.
It just his book is incredible.
Oh, wow.
And actually, you reminded me of the god-awful patient that he was in the hospital, too, when you were talking about that. But he said the best thing that came from that is, like, he knows what a bad day is. He doesn't need to. Like,
Yeah.
And he's like, I know what a bad day is now.
Yeah,
I don't have
yeah.
bad days anymore. That's
Yeah.
not a bad day. That was a bad day. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
The other thing is that when I'm driving on the interstate and somebody's in the fast lane driving next to somebody going,
The same speed.
not passing that, and they're driving next to each other.
yeah.
I think I heard you say something one
No,
day.
you.
Kind of bringing this
What
up.
you
You
heard me
totally
say.
just stole mine because that happened so many times.
That is
while we
one of
were-
the things that enrages me. What I was doing was passing the people in the right lane, but I keep it in cruise control so I don't go more than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Mm-hmm. But Jake prefers that the person in the left lane fluctuates speed.
No,
So being over the speed limit doesn't matter, but cruise control is a no-no.
No, that's not what I said. The left lane
No,
is
I'll
not
do 11,
for, it's not
10,
for just
9.
it's not for riding. You don't just
Yeah.
cruise unless you're flying by everybody who is slow as hell in the right lane. You do not need to be in that left lane.
Which is the entire commute to work every day.
All right, then that's
Everybody.
fair. That's
And-
different.
I don't mind cruising in the left lane if nobody's coming up from behind me.
Yeah.
And as soon as I recognize somebody, if I have the ability to get over, I get over.
Yeah, I let
Yeah.
people over all the time.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
but that's funny that you said that because my grumpy old man was the situation you're talking about, which led to making me more angry. Was somebody had like a Mustang GT
Uh-huh.
that clearly had been souped up a little bit, and so he keeps
Oh, they sound so cool.
so he keeps bumping into neutral, and he's just revving his engine at this van that's running the exact same speed as an 18-wheeler right next to it. So not only is it like loud naturally, it's also reverberating off the 18-wheeler.
Making-
It's making Sam super uncomfortable in the back seat. She's trying to like be comfortable with Harper, and so we're kind of like stressing out. And she's just like, "Can you please just like stay like really far away from that car?" And I mean, he just kept right up on that
Yeah.
van over and over. So I don't know if that van like wasn't taking the hint, or they were like, "Hey, I'm going 78, and I'm not speeding. I'm not going any further than I am right now." But either way, it caused such a like stressful situation for like 4 minutes that they didn't get it. They drove the same speed like for 4 minutes on 95 in this orange Mustang over and over, just right
Orange,
up on
too. He sounds so cool.
orange. And yeah, dude, that was going to be my grumpy old man, but which I can leave it at, like on that as well. But there's plenty of things that made me grumpy.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to go back to defending myself. I am only in the left lane if the people in the right lane are moving slower.
Right?
But if there's a trail of people going slower, I'm not going in and out. And if you got the ability to go around me,
That's
go
fair.
around me.
That's fair.
All right? Don't ride
did
my
ta-
ass and flash your lights
I did
because
take a
I'm on
pic-
your piece of road.
I
F
did
off.
take a picture of a giant LED sign that is posted upon 95, and it says "Keep right, except to pass."
See, I
And sent it
misunderstood
to
what
him.
you were saying that
I didn't, because I realized listening back to it, it was the very end too, when I said, well, I am passing people on the right. They're going slower than me. Like I
Right.
say that right at the end of the whole.
Yeah, I've had to pass people. I will say that.
But while you're passing them, are you taking your time doing it and somebody's on your butt?
10 miles per hour over the speed limit on cruise control.
All right. Are they on your butt?
Yeah.
So you don't speed up a little bit to get around?
Yeah,
no, not at all.
I do.
If
I think it's a courtesy
It's
thing.
a courtesy. I'll hit like 90 to get out of their way, and then slow back down and let them go by me, just so I can get by this car on the right.
So more often than not,
that.
I will take my foot off the gas and naturally slow down.
That's why I had a problem with it. He's the guy in the left lane that he's like, oh, you're running up my ass.
There's no. If you're seeing a car moving and advancing in the lane past the other car, there's no reason for you to ride up their ass. You're still gonna get around that other car. They're advancing. They're not going the same speed. So by riding up their ass, you're just being dangerous. You're being obnoxious.
True.
And you should freaking roll your car without getting too injured. That's what I hope happens to you.
Damn.
And not injuring anyone else. Okay? I hope you blow a tire and just like flip like the Dark Knight truck.
I guess
right upside down.
There.
Note to self: don't do that no more to anybody.
I guess it's like the dad in me. Every time I get in the car, it's like everyone put your seatbelts on and courtesy and use your signals and flash your lights for the 18-wheelers to get over in front of you because they're struggling to get over and get up to speed to pass somebody that's on the right. That's
I do that.
slow.
I do all that.
So it's like in me,
but
somebody comes up beside me. That's not my problem that you want to speed. If you want to get pulled over, I'm going to get out of your damn way. You go on by me. Yeah. You go 85, 90. If that's what your heart desires. Yeah. And I'll get back over if I got to pass somebody. But I get what you're saying.
I have the same inner monologue. I just slow down and say it's not my problem.
But
if you
that's not.
Speed.
So we don't have the same inner monologue.
No, not my problem if you want to speed. But it's not my job to move out of your way. You don't own the world.
According to that big sign, it is your job.
But
thank you.
I'm passing. I am passing. I'm just not passing as fast as that f***er wants to pass. Okay.
Even if you're passing like a grandma.
Oh,
we get it.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, let's
10 miles per hour over the
justified.
Let's tie this all in, Sal.
This is like a convention of pickup truck drivers out there, though.
I want to give you guys some advice. All right.
Yes, please.
As far as being faith-filled, not filled with fear, things like that.
Yes, please.
Is the best thing you guys can do. This is what helps me not to get agitated, not to get, irritated, all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Is to stay in your lane. When something happens to you, do you recognize it immediately?
I'm so fucking zen.
Dude, do you recognize it immediately? Like the other day, after the Charlie Kirk thing, the next day I noticed that I was a little quick-tempered.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And there's a cut-through to get to Lowe's from my house. You go behind a Walgreens. When you first come out, you got to stick your car out a little bit in order to see if somebody's coming, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a cut-through. And I was coming from that direction, and some lady stuck her car out, and we both stopped, but she stayed there. So I went to go in front of her and go around her behind Walgreens. Well, she jumped her car up, jumped it, and had to hit the brakes to stop. And she was going like this to me. And I said, I said a couple of things I probably shouldn't have said. But immediately I noticed it.
Sexist or racist?
No.
Ageist.
Road rage-ish.
Road rageist. It's a new one. I like it.
Yeah. That was right.
That's solid.
Road rage-acist.
Road rage.
But the thing I'm telling you is I recognized it right away. And I had to stay in my lane. Is this something that I can control in this moment? Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Boom. Let it go.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, guys. I'm telling you, it took me a long time to get here. But start practicing it every chance you get. Is this something that, if you read something on the internet or somebody said something on the internet and it makes you mad, change the channel.
Yeah.
Change the station.
Get
away from it.
Yeah.
That's how you stay peaceful and zen.
There's I don't even know if proverb's the right word for it, but the story of the Chinese farmer, that maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You ever hear that one?
I'm not sure.
He's got it's just him and his son. I guess he's a widower maybe, but him and his son, they have one horse. It's how he takes care of his farm. And one day his horse runs away, and all the neighbors are just like, "Oh my God, this got to be the worst thing that's ever happened to you." And he said, "Maybe it is, and maybe it isn't." A few days later, horse comes back with 5 other horses. And again, they're saying, "Oh my God, look at this now. This has to be the best thing that's ever happened to you." And he said, "Maybe it is, maybe it isn't." A few weeks after that, the son is working on the farm, and there's a big storm, and the horses get spooked, and they stampede over him. They break his legs. He's in a wheelchair, and again, they're saying this has to be the worst thing that's ever happened to you. He said maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And then shortly after that, the country goes to war, and all the kids his son age are sent out to war to fight, and that's the end of it. But maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I try to say that to myself a lot. Like when I'm frustrated over something, I'm just like maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
That's good.
Yeah,
because you're recognizing a moment to say that.
Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah. There's that all comes from meetings and going to rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's where I heard that. That's everything. I'm not my feelings. I'm the consciousness that recognizes my feelings. So and again, it's what's the word? Progress, not perfection. So
there you go.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm not just going, all right, now I know that, done, fixed. You know? It's but
no, I'm just grateful that I feel like we get a lot of people on here and they don't take the time that you just did to offer a little tidbit of advice. Just that's something that we all need. I will stand on this till the day I die. I will never be a perfect parent, and I'm always trying to learn. And I certainly have been, I wouldn't say short-tempered this week, but I've been very quick emotional.
Right.
So I'm
yeah.
The state of everything is very fragile, and it's honestly kind of made me frustrated me to the point where it's affecting me this much, and I don't want to seem weaker or more emotional to my kids because I don't want them to know that I'm scared.
That's not weaker though.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That I don't want to seem that. And but I feel like it's actually making me stronger because it's making me want to think about what you said. Think about new ways to redirect.
Mm-hmm.
Stay centered in myself. Stay in my own lane, and know when to call it quits. When something is beyond what I can help with, stay in my lane. And I mean, there's lots of times where I fuss at them, and I need to stay in my lane. And sometimes it's time to switch over to the passenger seat and let my wife take the driver's seat.
In analyzing those things at those moments in time, you'll realize that there's a lot of things that are out of my control that I maybe get upset about. And stay upset about when you really can't control it anyway.
Right.
So the speaker that told me the Chinese farmer story, his name's Byron, great guy, always has a great message, and he always talks about am I okay right now? Yeah. Yesterday is regret, tomorrow's anxiety. Am I okay right now?
Yeah.
And there's times I got to ask myself that because I'm just getting stressed about something that didn't even happen yet. I just had this. I would talk to my wife about getting all angry over nothing. It was. I mean, I've been on edge this week too. I just had this sharpness that I think
the whole country's been on edge this week.
Yeah, but yesterday was my planned day off, and we bought a new car a while ago. We were told the license plate will come in the mail. It hasn't, so I'm like, I guess I got to go to the DMV. The day before, I had so many appointments. I forgot to charge my car, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna have to stop and charge it. I got to show 15 freaking doors today, and she brought up the DMV thing for the next day, and I was just frustrated. I'm like, God damn it, another thing I got to do. And I wasn't. She's great at just listening, and she knows that I'm just getting frustrated over situations, and I'm not mad at her at all. So I went kind of on a rant about everything I had to do, and then the person who was looking at 11 doors of the 15 rescheduled for Tuesday, and that day when I got home, the license plate came in the mail, and it's and I just got mad over things that didn't happen yet, and none of them happened anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't have to stop and charge my car before coming home, which I barely ever have to do because I charge it at home.
Right. Melissa calls that borrowing trouble.
Yeah. I just,
Don't
and I'm just
trouble.
man.
You just tell me that a lot.
Yeah. What a lesson in maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's good stuff, guys.
Yeah. Is that a good one?
I think this is a good spot to wrap it up at.
Want to wipe your ass before we go?
No. I wanted to say thank you for coming on here. I'm hoping that you're going to stick around and hang out.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
This is a good
I really
one.
do enjoy your show. I mean, I enjoy this.
I enjoy talking to you a lot, Joe.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. It was good being here with you as well, man.
And I really do want to have you back. In January would be great, and talk about that dynamic. of a dad raising his daughter through all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dads, stay vigilant, stay aware. You know, don't let fear ruin anything. It's a weird time right now.
Laugh.
Yep. Find ways to be positive influence in your kid's life when it seems like there's no way possible. So that's my advice to y'all, and honestly to myself, because I need that. Need to find that positivity again, and it's been an emotional week, and I'm hoping that we can all grow from this as a country.
Yeah, I mean, even if that didn't happen, you had a heavy week. So,
Yeah.
That just didn't help.
Yeah. That's
But I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful that we could sit here and talk about this. It means a lot. So thank y'all. I love y'all.
Love you too, man.
All right.
So you're not gonna wipe your ass.
Might even
not
love
gonna
you,
wipe my
Thomas.
ass.
Might even love you a little bit.
The girls want to get on camera.
You're pretty cool.
It was almost an immediate thing. With
Well,
that
good.
shirt.
Y'all can be the ending point. You
know
got,
my dog's
you got
name is
anything
Jeter?
you want to say?
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah.
From watching the show.
You want to
And
come in
Georgie's
here?
named after _�'H-𝗲.
You don't got anything you want to say?
Oh, okay.
Tori always called him Georgie in press
I
conferences.
love you.
Okay.
Do you want to
Yeah.
you want to close us out, Katie?
Remember
think I
that? He'd be
knew
like,
that.
Georgie had a great. I used to laugh because
No?
we'd be like
Why
his
I don't remember now.
his slightly racist ignorance is hilarious.
You want what?
My 𝗙𝗶𝗿-𝗀𝗵.